Hey guys, and welcome back to Dyson Sphere program with Arumba. How's it going?
It's going great. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm worried about stacking issues. As usual. Because when this build that I just built in the last episode, when this build becomes fully operational, it will output 4 blue belts of graphene and 2 blue belts of hydrogen. I ungooped the hydrogen output because I feel like we're going to max out on hydrogen and then want to delete it in some way. So there's no point in gooping it.
Between episodes, I was just tinkering with a couple things, and I noticed, I don't know how I had done it. I did pay attention slightly to what you said, but not really. There was a filter issue. Somehow one of my outputs from one of my science towers wasn't set properly. We don't have very many quantum chips, but without that setting, we were making no green science. We are officially making some green science now, which is going to dedicated warper production. And we now have quite a few warpers. There's 1,300 available in the warper provider, and they're being distributed all over the planet now. And then once that is done, let's I think I should probably use a priority splitter here.
There's no point in me gooping carrier rockets either, is there?
I don't know. Chat or someone would probably say that yes, there is a reason to. I wouldn't know.
Oh, I don't know. I'll just keep gooping them. Just God knows. Maybe there is a reason. Yeah, we're launching 10 rockets per minute, and we need 15,000 rockets.
Yeah. We need some more. More vertical launch silos.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to do priority that way.
Oh, I need soil pal.
Need more quantum chips.
I need soil pal before I can start constructing the next thing. Right, I'll pick up 2,000 foundation and I'll go back to Mercury and just start flattening the place. Not Mercury, Venus the Venus.
Catching up on the blue belt backlog a little bit.
That's good.
Still need to automate a few structures. I should focus on that. At least that way they'll eventually get built.
$3,000. Okay, Venus the Venus, I'm on my way to you. Venus the Venus. Warp engine. It's nice just having enough warps. Like, we didn't even have the moment where we were struggling for warps. Like, I feel like that is there's a point in the game where you're supposed to be struggling for warp cores. Like, personally struggling for warp cores. And I feel like we didn't. We never had that.
I would agree. What was I trying to do?
Although I guess that's because you just, like...
No, I didn't. What are you talking about? I never did that.
You already admitted it.
Nuh-uh.
Oh.
Alright, see if we can figure out why are there none quantum chips. This is where we make quantum chips. Quantum chips aren't being made because there's no plane filter. There's no plane filter. Because we have no Casimir crystals. Casimir crystals are made over here using a recipe with optical grading crystals. My guess is that we've already burned through... Nope. There's 10,000 optical grading crystals available. The issue is no warpers in the tower.
Of course.
But that problem is not going to be a problem for much longer because... do I have the warper maker properly set to provider? We've used up all the warpers already. Damn. That's quick.
I got some more. I got some more soil pile. Go. I should now be able to get myself enough space to build the next thing. So, question. Should I build a graphene thing that uses coal now? Or are we at the stage where we should always have fire ice on hand?
I would probably do fire ice only, and then, like, we just need to go explore a little bit. Go find...
Yeah.
Like, we have... There's a bunch of other places we could still go, if you're wanting to go explore again.
We definitely don't have fire ice coming in fast enough. That's one thing, but I reckon that's probably a warpers issue. Because I feel like we tapped fire ice on... what's the other... Oh, what's the fuck called? Oh, what was the other system we went to?
Alpha Centauri A?
Alpha Centauri, yeah. I'm sure we tapped fire ice there.
You're sure? No chance that you're wrong.
No, I might be wrong. Distinct possibility. I keep forgetting that I can just LSTM.
Yeah.
Global, Titan and Titan. Okay, there's 2 fire ices in Titan, and that's it.
That's not very much.
Nope.
Boop,
So.
beep, boop, boop. What was I doing? I'm still trying to get all my blue belt built that's
Oh,
lacking.
I need to click on the sun, don't I? I need to click on Soul. We do have fire ice here. How to find... Oh, and that's obviously Titan Steejo. Don't we talking about that? So let's go to... Oh, I turn that off. Let's go to the star map. Go to Alpha Centauri. A. View it. No, that's Alpha Centauri B. Is there fire ice on Alpha Centauri A? No. There's fractal silicon, optical grating crystal, and sulfuric acid.
It really feels like we should be making more turbines. I don't know what the shortfall is here.
Proxima, no fire ice in Proxima.
More regular motors.
Fine. No. Oh, I need universe exploration level 4 to see that. How is it used as a button to flatten the
N. When you're looking at, like, the solar... the system thing.
Oh, and that
like,
north.
yeah, it just, like, flattens, so you're looking at it from the same angle every time. Need gears.
Sirius. Universe exploration level 4. It's so difficult because of, obviously, the 3 dimensions. 3-dimensionality of it. It's difficult to see what's actually close and what's far away.
Yep. I was, first time we were warping, I said, I find the easiest way to do it is to actually use the star list to find the closest ones rather than do it visually, because visually doesn't usually work out too well.
Proxima, Alpha, and then Barnet. Okay, so We literally need the better planetary exploration, unless I was going to start flying to these places. Okay. Well, anyway, it feels like we've got a decent backlog of graphene anyway, so I'm going to start making the next one. So unless we've got spiniform stalagmite crystals, which I don't think so.
Well, it'd be a good opportunity to just go tap some more planets and try to find them.
Yeah. Oh wait, we've
like-
got greens coming in, so we could get Universe Exploration 4.
You say we have greens. I don't think we actually do yet. I think the green product.
Okay.
We need a lot more quantum chips, and then I think almost all of the green science is going to go directly towards warpers for quite a while until we get more quantum chips.
Okay, so should I just make some carbon nanotubes?
Yeah, we need those. I'm adding more gears because we need those for motors and crap. And
Okay, so that's 2 in, 1 out, which is pretty much what this is. And that's 60, which is... Hello?
Hi.
Oh, I put my fucking... Sorry, I was confused, but it looks like I put my station too low.
Too low.
Yeah, like I blocked too far north.
Uh-oh. Yeah, oh, do you need me to let you delete?
No, it's fine. It was just for me placing the next one in the chain down. I was like, oh, why is that not placing correctly? Why is it saying it's too close? But it's, like I say, it was just the previous one was 1 block too far south.
Please, sir, I would like some blue belt.
Oh, I just placed something as well. It's gonna be a ton of blue belt.
3,600 deficit. It feels like the blue belts are never even being made because there's just never enough freaking turbines. Like,
I think the problem is because we're both obviously requesting blue belt and building with it. It gets made and then it's instantly getting transported over here on one of the wee robots.
mm-hmm.
Like I just got a delivery of blue belt there. At least the chemical plant Mark IIs are getting delivered okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Still waiting on the Mark IIIs though.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can look at it, but it's just another thing to get distracted by, most likely.
Yeah.
I think my setups are too big and use too many belts, and I'm making problems worse a little bit.
I thought we'd have made a lot more accumulators by now, considering they never get deleted. But no, it's still the crystal silicon, which I'm assuming that because you're making that using the other thing that comes from Alpha Centauri, that's just a warper. a warper bottleneck.
We need more titanium ingot smelting is one issue. We need more steel. We need a lot more steel smelting. Double titanium alloy smelting. Got a lot of little shortfalls here and there that are wrong and
Well,
bad.
I'm just about to place something down that will use a lot more titanium ingots, so...
Might want to increase that titanium ingot smelting first, then, shouldn't we?
Yeah. I need local demand, titanium ingot, local demand, remote demand, and there we go. Okay, I need 3 belts of graphene and 1 belt of titanium ingots, which means that I'll give it 4 belts of graphene.
Yeah, I just need to go back to using my older blueprints that just use all yellow belt. This is just pathetic. They're deprecated, station modules, smelting setups. Not using blue.
Okay, I'm going to click this button and it's going to break everything.
Okay. Neat. Oh, yep. Something happened. Nope, we're good.
Oh, okay, you didn't get an error that time.
No, what you did?
I was pasting, I was reversing a belt, sorry.
How dare you?
Yeah, I'm placing some spray cores now, so that'll just break everything as well, so. So that's 2 inputs, 1 output, it'll be graphene that comes out. This needs to be titanium ingots. I think, yeah, that needs to be an input. No. That needs to be an input. Yes, okay. Now do this and only delete sorters.
Looks like we might need more iron ore. Let's see, iron ore, global, all planets. Well, there's plenty, it's just that, I guess this tower needs warpers to go collect it. Yeah, needs warpers, everything needs warpers.
Just too slow on it.
Yeah. Just have so many towers that want warpers.
Should we set up some iron mining on the moon?
Yeah, is there, there's probably a lot of
close.
stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the system that we haven't tapped yet that wouldn't require warpers. I'll go to the moon right now. I can find a damn thing.
I'll give you a hint. It's really close to Earth.
Oh, thanks. That helps.
Welcome.
I'm gonna use my warp drive to get there, I think. Have we even do we ever even tap the moon at all?
Nope. We landed on it once. Sampled the local cheese and then took off.
There's no iron on the moon.
Oh.
Got optical grading crystals though.
Oh.
Somehow.
Well, that's useful. I don't even know what they're used for, but they sound nice.
Something. They are used for something.
Optical grating crystals. Is that the ones that's the Casimir?
They're like purplish.
Is there a big one on the left and a medium one on the right? On the icon?
One sec. Yep. Big one on the left,
Yeah,
medium one. Yeah.
That's the Casimir ones.
Well, that's useful.
Yeah.
I appear to have left my drones behind. like you do.
Yeah, it's not fun.
I did realize that we actually can make a blueprint for mining. We can't make a blueprint for the miners, but we can blueprint the input belts and stuff. I think I'm gonna make one.
That's cool. Yeah, and then all you need to do is just stick the miners on them.
Yeah, it'll still save some time. For power. I guess ray receivers. Wait. That wouldn't really work.
Grab the accumulators. No?
Yeah, could be. Yeah, sure. Optical grading crystals. Stone. Double stone. Yeah, just those 4. The only problem with using accumulators is that you have to use 2 of your slots. You need a requester for the empties and for the fulls to return them to the system, you know?
I thought you would have just done a... I was saying that, yeah, we should probably have a one and done. Just fly over, dunk it. I was gonna say I thought you would do like a separate one for the energy.
I do have blueprints for that kind of thing, but also there's no input. I don't want to spend 2 towers here. So just kill
Well, we've got
stone.
more carbon nanotubes being made anyway. A pretty decent amount of them. We're still using a lot, but I can't tell if... I can't tell why. I can't tell what the problem is. If we're just backlogging, or if we're legitimately using that many.
Are we not actually are there no full accumulators on Mercury right now?
There should be.
Oh, right, there's no power here. Sure. That's why they can't launch from here. Duh. Duh. Crap. Ugh. Why am I bad at power?
60. Oh god, okay. Yeah, that's why we're not using the Mark III chemical plants. They use the bloody blue chips.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, oh, I might just make some of these in my pocket. No. No, I don't think I will. But yeah, there's carbon nanotubes are getting made and they're fully gooped as well. So they're getting made, which speeds up all of the what do you call it? The Dyson sphere stuff.
I've built this mining thing on the wrong side of the planet, and there's no sun here. I'm just trying to like desperately get some power so I can just get one imported full accumulator.
Right.
I have some actually. Hold on.
Oh god, the vertical launching silos take a lot of shit to assemble as well. how are we getting on? How's the mega structure looking? I can't even tell what it's supposed to look like. It must just be going that slow that it's like impossible to even get what it's supposed to look like. Hmm.
Alright, I think this planet is functional now.
Just close enough. Oh, that's good. So I'm trying to see what else I need to build here. So let's check. Let's check LSTM for select an item to display. So if I was to select the vertical launching silo, okay, the supply of these fucking sucks. So let's go and see what's wrong with that. Don't mind me, it's just literally the other side of the planet. Jesus Christ. What the hell are these? Oh no, I'm just gonna walk away from that because that's too confusing for me. Okay, these things are missing plane filters. Okay, apparently there's 2 supplies of plane filters.
Man, we are actually using this. Well, no, never mind. Just the optical grading crystals that are getting used from this. The import on Earth definitely wants them.
Yeah, we're missing Casimir crystals. And I'm assuming that Casimir crystals are missing optical grating crystals, and then that's... Yeah, okay. Cool, well done, yes. I just went and figured out what the fuck was going wrong, and it's the optical grating crystals that you're literally in the middle of fixing.
Fixing? No, just tapping a little bit more of, but it's still not very much.
I don't think we had very many to begin with, if any, actually.
Well, I think the issue is, it's possible that they were coming from, like, Alpha Centauri, and we don't have warpers going well, so...
Yep. Yeah, it seems to be, like, absolutely rocketing now, in comparison to what it was.
Well, we're consuming, each mining is doing 882 per minute of this. Here, let me... Local planet. Clear filter. We are currently getting about 88.2 optical grating crystals per second. This planet only has 600,000. Let's see, 580,000 divided by... What was the number I just said? I forgot. 88.2.
I'm completing one of your builds for you.
So, we only have 2 hours. In 2 hours, this planet will be dry.
Wow, okay.
Of optical grating crystals. So we need to start warping to other planets.
Well, I've set up planetary or universe exploration to get finished.
All right,
I don't know what is this build required? What? Oh, I think that's just a bit bugged. Yeah. Okay, I'll let you sort that because my robots don't want to sort it. But your what is this? Your titanium glass thing is a bit better.
A bit better or bad?
Water, better. Like I sorted the belts on it, except there's one section that just seems broken. But your water is what you're lacking.
Yeah. I only placed down like 5 or 6, and we had a backlog, but then it probably just once things kicked in, it started to go nuts.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to make more water. I'm trying to create the template for mining, and then I think I'm just going to go to other stars for a bit, try to tap more resources. Because I feel like we're about to like completely run out of iron and stuff, just basic things that we need.
Yeah, complete the template from mining. Actually, what planet are you on?
I'm on the moon still.
Oh, you're just on the moon. Oh, okay. I'll pop over there and then. Try and find the fucking thing. Give me a hint. Is it close to Earth?
The moon? Yeah, it's close to Earth.
Where the fuck is it? Someone stole the moon. It's like Despicable Me all over again. Right. Sol, the moon. Let's go. Oh, there it is.
I'm not done yet. I'm still working.
Oh, come on, see what you're doing. Arumba. Donk.
Yes.
So is it something like this that you're dropping down?
Yeah, I'm just trying to make it cleaner than the one that I just made. I want it to be like symmetrical and tiny and also have the power stuff potentially set up as part of it. We just land on a planet and
Drop it, set the...
drop it, and then just set the miners. Yep, exactly. The problem is that if we want to have power be part of it, if we're going to use power from imported accumulators, it will take up some of the slots. Maybe it'd be better to have just a dedicated blueprint for mining and a dedicated blueprint for power, because...
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
I reckon we should have an interstellar one. You can't really... Like, apart from changing things. Because I was like, it doesn't make much sense for them to be using warpers to get from, like, say, here to, I don't fucking know. A different system anyway. And then they're bringing over accumulators, and then they could be just using those accumulators locally as opposed to using warpers constantly. But I feel like once we get to the point where we're using warpers a lot, we'll just be using warpers a lot. Would you like me to start exploring to try and find...
Yeah, you're allowed to leave if you want to. That's a pretty good blueprint for now, just to start. It doesn't have power to it, but I placed the poles perfectly to cover it and don't cover the starter thing. Wait, there's one belt missing. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Mining.
Planets. Mining. I feel like I already made one of these.
Oh yeah?
Mining icon layout 2x1.
Alright. You have a copy of it? You good? I'm gonna delete it.
Yep. Oh no, I've got smelting array. Planet mining, okay.
Alright, let's see. We have 26 minutes left to do something important. Also, how's the Dyson sphere coming along? Have we made any progress?
Dyson sphere.
I see one node. Turn off the orbits. Yeah, they're starting to fill them in a little bit.
Yeah.
Generation of anchored structure, 54 megawatts. So it's slow going. Look at our solar sail generation in the last little while. Now it's like
Has it been
perfect.
good?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Oh,
like, totally
nice.
full.
Yo,
That must have been-
it's cranked up.
Must have been the graphene fix that you did.
Yeah.
All right, I need to... We gotta tap the whole system, I think. I'm gonna go to... I don't know. Pluto.
I'm gonna go and figure out. I'm gonna go back to Earth after I'm looking at the Dyson sphere just now, or at least the start of the structure. And then I'm going to go back onto Earth and find out what the fuck's wrong with science, because if I get universe exploration 4 done, I don't need to start flying to all these bloody places.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool. Looks so cool. I'm looking forward to the bloody red one getting filled in though. It's bullshit. All the things just flying to and from Earth are just sick. God. Just when you load into Earth and everything just like drops down to 5 FPS. It's like, hey, welcome home! Okay, let's grab LSTM.
Damn. You still have to connect the mining drills to the belt, even if you've got it, like, pretty sure. Or maybe not, I was just placing it too far away. Okay. Good.
Okay, what is going on with science?
It's not going. That's what's going on.
So purple science. God, I feel like I look at that production graph and I'm like, I feel like I would get more information quicker by just going to the science and just having an eyeball.
Yeah. A lot of times I feel like I can understand what's wrong better if I just go and look at it. That's why I, like when I was trying to do the blueprint for the pole, you were like, oh, I can do it from the center of the planet. And I'm like, well, I just like to see it because yeah.
Okay, let's have a look at actual where we're doing the science itself. Okay, that's where I made yellow science. This is where the science itself is getting done. So there's... Huh. There's your problem. We never imported green science.
Whoops.
Stop that and get universe exploration just now. Yeah, we never import green science to the actual science.
Oops.
I'm assuming it is going into a station for the making of warpers. Yeah, so before we can actually get green science importing, I need to figure out where the bottleneck is on green science and work my way back, I think. That's the thing, it makes it so easy to find bottlenecks because you go to the thing that's making green science and it's like, okay, this is missing a lot of random shit because you're requesting the kimberlite. And is that not like a... Oh, okay, you're requesting kimberlite, but you bypassed it with just coal?
Yeah, because we didn't have kimberlite then, and I didn't make it so that it would do both. It does need to be like updated to just process in either way, probably for future blueprints.
Yeah. So quantum chips is the next thing.
Alright, I don't think we have enough accumulators, or it might just be that it's waiting for... enough power to launch one. I have like no power out here on Pluto. I didn't bring any full accumulators, whoopsie.
Wait, so the problem with that is literally just these plane filters. I've already done this. I know I have. I sat and done this. Also doesn't help that these are freaking miles away from each other.
Yeah, we need, if possible, more energy accumulators being filled if we're going to use them for power, like remote power. Or we need to just, you know, progress through the tech tree and go to the next type of power, which is miniature suns. But that requires a little bit.
The problem with the accumulators is a production one, it felt like anyway. Yeah, I found this. It was the fucking Casimir crystals. I know I looked at this. Because then I worked out that it was literally just whatever you were doing to make the Casimir crystals. Okay, so that's just a production issue. Your production's too slow. Because what? Hydrogen's coming in, graphene's coming in, optical grating crystals are coming in. I honestly, like, I don't know why you would have blueprinted this thinking it was good.
Me? I don't know either.
It's so horrible. It's such a horrible fucking blueprint.
All right.
I'm gonna go make my own Casimir crystals with blackjack and hookers, and then after it's completed, I'm gonna rip down yours.
Okay.
And by blackjack and hookers, I mean goo.
This planet is not actually working. Did I read this wrong? Wind energy ratio is only 40%, yes, but there should still be some power. Here, maybe I can just get by with... Yeah, I guess I'll just do it that way. This is not the planet for the thing. Oh crap, my blueprint used yellow belt. Shit, should have used blue belt.
Oh, I lost my robots again. I don't know when I lost them. Must have been when I was flying through something that needed built. Oh lordy.
Oh damn.
Power's great though. What have you done?
Looks like no matter what you do, you have to manually connect the belts as well. So having a blueprint for this doesn't really help much. I just noticed that like none of the miners are actually working, even though I pasted it in the right spot.
That needs a lot of hydrogen coming in.
So it's always going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass to tap resources, I guess.
Those are 3 inputs. Okay, so I can use those. Man, this is when I wish I had that mirror thing.
The ability to flip them around?
Yeah. $162. Okay, I don't think that's as many as we needed. I think we needed just 80. 120. $102. Okay. Even that's 93. Do I have my robots yet? Yes, okay, they must they must have arrived. I feel like I use a lot of fuel rods up. There's probably not many at all.
There's enough power here for this, it's fine.
This is fine.
Mining again. I tried to make it closer since I realized that... I don't know. Just duplicating my behavior, my efforts for some reason. We should... I'm leaving Pluto. Pluto's dumb.
Pluto's bad and it should feel bad.
Yeah, I don't like tapping Pluto. Wow, Pluto's also quite far away.
Did it have anything decent on it?
Just basic resources: iron, titanium, copper.
I like these. Pluto's really far away. Yeah, it's almost like it's the farthest one away.
Yeah, true.
Or drunk belt. Oh no. Oh no, that's the hella drunk belt. Oh no. I'm just gonna ignore that for now, and I'll come back. I'll fly off planet and come back, and maybe it's fixed.
Alright, so is science a thing that we want to continue doing at some point? We need 2,000 green science. I'm assuming it's a quantum chip shortage, preventing green science.
Yes,
or I need
it's
to...
Casimir crystals, which I'm working on just now.
Alright, Casimir crystals can be made, I think, in 2 different ways, though, right? We can make them with, like, just a lot of hydrogen, or we can do it with the optical grating crystals.
Yes,
So...
I'm doing the optical grating crystals way. Wait a second.
I thought I already did that.
You did, but it wasn't very nice. Wait, how the fuck do you make them with optical grating crystals? I thought they were in assembly machines.
No, optical grating crystals is it's a thing you harvest. That's the
No, the Casimir crystals. I thought you had to make them in assembly machines.
Yep, made in assembler or hand make replicator. But yeah, it's made in assembly machine.
Yeah, I see it. Oh, I must have just been blind. I think I was looking for the green crystal, not a freaking pink one. Yeah, I'm literally making a setup for them. Because it wasn't a input, it was a throughput issue. Like you weren't manufacturing them quick enough.
Do we not have any silicon plate?
Run out of blue belt. We should have. Check production. Yeah, high purity silicon. Seems fine. There doesn't From the production thing, I can't see any issue. Oh no, we've got a theoretical max of 116 per second and a consumption of 158, so we just need to be smelting more.
Yeah, it's an ore issue. We've got plenty of processing for it, it's just there's not enough ore coming in. Or the ore needs, we need helpers to bring the ore in quicker.
Yeah, it seems like a delivery issue then.
Right.
Because the looking at the production, we've got a theoretical max production rate of 768 per second and a consumption of 186, but the actual production rate's only 125, which seems to suggest it's a delivery.
Yep, I'm actually standing next to a tower, and there are 7,000 silicon ore in transit, 0 in storage. So it's just, yeah, it's like all of the drones, all of the vessels aren't able to do it. So I will add a helper tower. Remote demand, local supply, go. Those can now leave. It's like I already had a helper, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, it's interesting because the more that you tap, if you're putting in, maybe that's the issue then. Maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe we do need to supply power to the towers and put drones in the towers, the mining towers.
Perhaps, but it's a lot more power requirement on remote sites. It might be easier just to like put a ring of logistics vessels around the core of a planet that just requests the 5 basic ores, and then that's all they do. They just bring the raw ore, and then local bots distribute it on the planet, rather than, you know.
Yeah.
Also, if we just actually do more technology and stuff, then we can make our vessels better, and they will increase their throughput. So
I'm flying away from Earth to reload it.
seems to have helped. The supply of silicon ore is now increasing in the tower.
Do you want to attach science to our green science to the thing?
Do the thing.
The actual science. The actual science.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I mean, we need to make more green, so.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm making the
I'd like to see purple get done a little bit too.
Oh, that's the new one that we just... Wait, no, what? Wait, purple? What's wrong with purple?
Purple is lacking, so just cleaning my inventory a bit. It does not have enough stuff.
Ooh,
Silicon ore. Silicon plate, for example. Silicon plate shortage prevents purple at the moment.
Ah, okay. Landed on Earth and got an error again, so I'm assuming that has something to do with the belt that was being fucky down here. No, I still can't delete this belt. Can you come to me and see if you can delete this belt?
Every time you ask me to do that, I can't delete it. It's like there's
breaks. Yeah.
Hey, let's crash the game. I mean, I'm coming, but I don't think it's gonna work. Where are you? You're right out here. Something's wrong with which belt?
This goo belt.
Better?
Yeah, that.
Oh, there's an error.
Yeah.
But it's fixed? Question mark.
Yeah, sorted.
Weird.
Thank
Weird.
you.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, that saves me reconnecting to the game.
Would reconnecting have fixed it though for you?
If there's an issue on your side that you can fix, reconnecting would have like enabled me to fix it as well. So I need hydrogen input here. Yeah, closest one's got to be hydrogen, then optical grating, then graphene. Okay. So that needs to be... Oh. It's hydrogen, optical grating, and graphene. Graphene. Hydrogen. Optical grating crystals. And then Casimir crystals. Cool. Okay.
Hmm.
Go away.
Looks like we need more iron as well. Oh, I already tried to do that. I just ran out of belts. Right. I needed I needed belt so I can make some more iron, so I can make some more belt, so I can make some more iron, so I can make some more iron. Belt. Words. Derp.
Okay, so as soon as this gets hydrogen, which it should be able to get from the thing right beside it, we should be good. I mean, why? Oh, interesting. I thought this would be making way too much hydrogen, but apparently we just use a lot of fucking hydrogen.
Yeah, that's why we needed those more. We need just all of them on the gas giants. We need infinite hydrogen.
I thought it would be more of the, what's the other one? The deuterium. Is that
yeah.
the?
Well, yeah, hydrogen becomes deuterium. With
Yeah, I thought
the
it'd be the
fractionators.
deuterium that we were lacking more than the actual hydrogen itself. Yeah, that's crazy. Jesus. I hate that. Go away. It was 3,000. Yeah, 60.
Power good? Yeah, our solar cell count is now increasing.
Ooh.
For some reason. Processing power 6 gigawatts, generation floating components. We're up to 76 whole megawatts. Wow.
Wow.
Anchored structure. We need to build more of those. Hey, the ring is starting to show, though. If you look at the...
That's good.
Yeah, there's actually a couple. Another 5,000 structure points to...
Yeah, I mean, we literally only have that one thing shooting them up. There we go. We should have, oh, fuck. Is that... I mean, that should be right regardless. That's the wrong fucking recipe that I chose. Should be that one. Delete that.
Where in the hell are regular motors made, and why aren't there more of it?
Yeah. Okay, we should be getting 2 blue belts of the carbon nanotubes now.
Wait.
Like that should be... It should be constant, but there's still gaps in it, and I don't understand why. Wait, because you're not getting graphene in. Why are you not getting graphene in? Oh. Whoops.
Whoops.
Okay. We're only getting 1 blue belt of...
So had you decided, did you request the 5th science, the green over here?
no, I didn't do it.
Alright, I'll add that real quick, since I'm standing nearby.
Yeah, I forgot a single sorter on half of these chemical plants, which was half in the output.
Alright, green is hooked up if we ever actually produce one.
If we actually produce a single green science.
Yeah,
Well, the Casimir crystals
yeah.
was the thing that was slowing green science down.
Yeah, it's not that we have to produce one, it's that we have to produce more than the demand for warpers, because the warpers get priority. So maybe that's a mistake.
While, I think.
Maybe we shouldn't do that, and we should instead not do that, so that we can have more science and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like warpers are going to be insane for now. Yes, that should be 2 full blue belts of carbon nanotubes, yeah. Perfect. And some of these are backing up as well because of the goop making 25% extra.
Gotta goop these also. Can't make them. Dang it. Crap. Where's the stupid plasma things? So that I can make some stupid breakoder things.
Oh, I can't remember where you done it.
I have no idea either. That's the problem.
Yeah, hydrogen. Hydrogen is one of the big bottlenecks that we're having. That's crazy.
Hey, we actually have some quantum ships. Neat. Mine now. Stole them. Well, this was you, I think. We are...
So, time.
We're there.
Yeah, as always, thanks a lot for watching. I've been Steejo. He's been Arumba. You've been awesome, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
See you soon.